Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. All right, so here he is, the consensus greatest mixed martial arts athlete of all time, UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Jones. It has been a remarkable career. The toughest fight he has had came against you. He is trying to add to his legacy here tonight in what is yet another big spot for Johnny Bones.
Jon Jones is a guy that has reached the true pinnacle of mixed martial arts. No matter what he was going through outside of the octagon, the moment he stepped foot in there, he was just the best of the very best. I've shared the octagon with him twice, and I have never felt that I was getting attacked by so many different things. He's a phenomenal mixed martial artist, truly deserves to go down in the UFC Hall of Fame. A champion now, was a champion before, one of the longest reigns in UFC light heavyweight history.
And it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it as well as he does. That 84-inch reach, certainly one of many tools in the vast arsenal of Johnny Bones Jones. All right, here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagements. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Jones is 3 years his senior. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, here now the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
This is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 11 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 247 pounds. Fighting out of Paris, France, Ciryl Gane.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is, and this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? That one certainly found the target. Single collar tie now. All right, pretty good combination there by Jon Jones. We'll see the extent to which he can follow it up here.
He's landing in bunches tonight. You know, this guy's from a great fighting family, right? Professional football players, both of his brothers. Big athletic father. I mean, so many different reasons why Jon Jones is the guy that he is today.
Glancing right hand lands upstairs. Oh, you can hear the thwack from here as he...
Wow, man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. Oh, you got to watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. Oh, he might have got him with the choke.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, let's look back at the previous round, DC, and the elbow is certainly a big part of the narrative.
Well, yeah, he's a tall guy. So if you're fighting him, you want to get close. What you don't plan for, or what you don't account for, is these nasty elbows that he's developed and that he uses the moment you come into range. Over and over, he landed those at a very devastating clip. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Oh, slips and then rips him. How about the upper body movement there? Oh, nice connection there by Jon Jones, and he is fighting with a definite killer instinct here tonight, DC.
And you have to have it, because the target's always on your back when you're the UFC champion. Jones seems destined to keep that title wrapped around his waist. It won't take many of those. Really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks. Nice straight punch.
Jones gets in the clinch yet again. Oh! All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand. Jab, right hand, hook, that's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man, let this guy have the whole thing. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Switching stances here. Jones gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm gonna be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out. 1 minute. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
30 seconds to go in round 2.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Gotta be careful, armbar. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts...
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so a huge round for him there, DC, particularly when it came to the head kicks. Take us through the replay.
I mean, those head kicks were beautiful. He was finding a spot. He was wrapping it around his opponent's arms and landing those head kicks over and over and over. He did a good job of really setting his opponent up with his hands and then taking those opportunities that were presented to him.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Oh, he got everything behind that kick.
Oh, just opening up on him now. Big kick lands. Powerful leg kick lands. Great punch.
And they separate. Oh, lands a left punch there, and a lot of it set up by good footwork.
Really great footwork and setting traps so that he can land that beautiful left hand.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And he landed the right hand there. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Left hand punch to the clinch.
So as we call on the numbers here, 47 total strikes have landed for Jon Jones. And the connection rate pretty good, 44% accuracy tonight against Jon Jones. And he connects there deep. There, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Jones. Close guard. Jones is trying for a Kimura here.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh!
And the turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
And there it is! All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 9 seconds of round number 3. For the winner by submission, John Bones Jones!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just